All right, so we would be interested in the site audit. Could you add us to the waiting list? We have definitely experienced a drop in traffic with the recent update, but not too sure if it was a penalty or simply a reshuffle. And I don't even know for sure when this, I don't know when, we might have been sitting on this audit for a while, so I don't even know which update they could have even been talking about. But I don't see any update that really hit them very hard. And it looks like they actually gained rankings after the November core update, like we were just talking about. So it's like they had a steady decline since like the August core update, but it wasn't ever dramatic. It was just like a slow,
Mm-mm.
steady decline. And then, so I'm just making sure, yeah, it's on the screen, okay. And then, yeah, it started rising again after the November core update. But
Yeah, this
yeah,
this looks more like a graph where like there's like higher competition. Maybe they stopped backlinking, maybe they started, stop creating content or something like that, and it's just kind of, typically things will plateau and then they'll just go on this slow decline. But you're continually seeing that these inflections in the graph, you're being tested at least for some particular terms here and there as new updates roll out.
let's go look at his backlinks real quick. Although I think this person might be in our managed link building service. I don't know if they're still in it anymore, but I know they were at least at one point. I don't know how long they were in it for, if they're still in it, but yeah, we can see how many good links they have. ER 10, the main traffic 250. So started with 700 referring domains. Then we did a very low bar, and they're down to about 180. Let's see how many of those are do follow. About 145. What's this website about? I didn't even see.
Vehicle
Car
related
stuff.
stuff.
Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing like real estate stuff in here.
Local. It's a local website, though. I will
Okay.
say that.
Um, yeah, I'm just seeing some kind of a decent amount of links that are just not they're not really relevant. Some are relevant, but there's a good amount that are not. Now I'm seeing some Fiverr kind of stuff.
Yeah, my guess is they're trying to get geographic specific links for a lot of these. They're in a market where getting links is pretty hard. For that TLD guys,
Australia.
yeah, they're in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, especially if they're buying links, then yeah, it gets tough getting .com.au stuff.
But yeah, a decent amount of like Fiverr stuff in here. Yeah, anyway,
But overall, I'd say like it's
it's
not
not
the
it's
worst
yeah, it's not
link
that bad.
profile though.
We've
Yeah.
definitely seen worse. Go and check out Anchors real quick. Anchor text looks pretty decent actually.
Yeah, I don't see
Uh,
anything
I,
looking
I mean, they do
too
have some
spammy. I mean,
exact
like,
match that's been repeated a good amount of times.
yeah.
So, I mean, they are, yeah. When I start seeing all this like exact match now. So, okay, we've definitely seen like worse link building, but the link building is definitely not great either. It's a mix of like kind of low quality links with also kind of like overly aggressive anchor text.
But a lot of these anchors too, same as like the first one, are coming off what looks like Web 2.0s
Got some anchor text in here
or
about bird poop. I like that.
kind of makes sense for what they're doing, I guess, but that's funny. Yeah.
It does. I didn't want to read the whole thing, but it does make it's relevant. But yeah, there's a quite a bit of it's different exact match anchors. Like it's not just one exact match anchors. It's different exact match anchors for like the different kinds of services
I'm
they have. But it
actually,
actually adds up
I
to
don't think I've ever even used this Web 2.0.
which
But
one.
yeah, definitely. Firebase app, but that's where a majority of these spammy exact match ones are coming from, and they're all kind of like these real, looks like auto-generated, just a bunch of image links with random money anchors coming off it.
So yeah, as far as like backlinks go, it's not the best, not the worst. If you're still in the MLB with us, then what we're probably going to be doing, what I'd want to be doing, is building a lot of like homepage links for now. Probably like 80 to 90, 80, probably like 80% homepage links, with real natural anchors,
Mm.
and probably just be doing that for a while. But yeah, looking at like what's going on with like the core updates and stuff, what I'm guessing, but I'm not sure, is that it could just be like a kind of like site neglect type thing. Like how long has it been since you've like updated some like
Yeah.
the content on your website? I want to see like some of his top pages are really quick. I want to see like what kind of content he's writing. Like I don't know if, like how big their blog is or what's going on, even though it's like kind of like a local thing. So a lot of like service pages. Okay.
A lot of these service pages are pretty similar to, um, like he's got the same pages for each city,
Mm-hmm.
which wouldn't be my preference on how to do this for a local site, but let me see, is he ranking this way?
I think they're all ranking pretty well. Like they're all still like on page one. It's like they just went from like higher up page one to kind of like middle or lower down or whatever. But yeah, we are kind of limited by the live site audit type thing. I don't see.
I mean, overall, looks like each of these pages ranking pretty well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I would agree. It's probably because, I mean, he's got EAT going on to a certain degree at least. Let's see what we've got here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think like what because your site looks good. Like I feel like the site is actually like pretty decent or whatever.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure about the it's got interlinking going on. Um, looks like it's got all like the basics, right? So I'm guessing what the issue is oh well, I don't know the issue. Well, I think what you need to do is like look at your competitors that have passed you and try to understand like what's better about theirs compared to yours.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we don't have time on these live audits to do like competitor research, right? Like this type of audit to actually do like a real like full on like SEO audit like takes like hours, right? We're trying to get
Yeah.
this done in like 5 minutes.
One thing I would say is, again, if you stopped backlinking over the last few months, or if you stopped producing new content for your blog and interlinking, then get back started on that. A lot of people, especially early on, will do all this work right up front and then think, okay, I got in top positions, now I can just let off the gas. But that's not ever what you want to do. You want to continually roll money that you're making back into this asset to keep it in those top positions. So if you have, put the brakes on backlinking or content creation, then I would go ahead and start there and see if you don't get some sort of movement in the SERPs.
I was just trying to see like what kind of like some of his biggest losers were as far as like traffic change. I mean, at least looking on Ahrefs, it looks like it looks like only like a handful of pages are really making up like this significant amount of the traffic
Mm-hmm.
loss. So, I don't know if you have Ahrefs or whatever, but what I'd do is I'd look up these specific pages and then I would just analyze the F out of them, right? It looks like
Mm.
some of them are like a couple location pages, and then some of them might be a service page, or I don't know if it's like a general kind of informative article. But yeah, you'd have to dive in quite a bit deeper than we're going to be able to do here. But the good news is, even though we're not able to give you a definitive answer just due to lack of time, the good news is that your site actually looks pretty good. And I don't, even though your backlinks are too aggressive, like, you know, just either have us just keep building like homepage links, keep building pretty naturally for now, or you could do it, you know, elsewhere. But, you know, I just feel like there's not much that like I really saw as like, oh, this is a huge problem. It's more like, you're competing around the edges with your competitors, right? So we just have to, you have to dive in a little bit deeper and figure out why these, especially these like 6 or so pages, lost a decent amount of traffic. Anything else to add on that one, Nick?
No, I think we basically covered it. You know, start prodding, good to go.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.